Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Horizons SMP. Thank you for coming today and hanging out with yo boy. We home. It's nighttime. Let's go to sleep real quick. Always having to sleep. So, let's check out our book for the day. So, goals of the day are clear area for a farm. We're going to build a barn to make our complete wool farm of all 16 colors, hopefully. I'm going to... I almost died. We're going to get animals for the food farm. And fourth, we're going to try to construct a witch farm. And the reason being is we are almost out of rockets and we need that gunpowder, you know what I'm saying? And finally, the question of the day. I didn't have any new questions this week, so ask me questions about Minecraft, about the channel, about my personal life, and I'll choose and display your questions and give you a shout out in the next episode, baby. But yeah, let's get to work. Let's see what we've been up to real quick. There's a creeper nearby because my bird is he's a hissing. So the goal for today, I think we're going to do our farm area. Ow! Our farm area over here. We're going to clear out all these trees and try to make a nice farm. In the last stream that I had set up a double beacon situation. We fought the Wither, got full netherite armor and tools, and it was fantastic, baby. Got that iron farm up and running that I streamed on a couple, last week or so. So been AFKing at that situation. I think over there we're going to do kind of our industrial. It's kind of like off in that direction over there, but I think we're gonna do our industrial area. So I'm gonna have a lot of my farms over there, mainly that sugarcane farm. I'm gonna try to build it in between this episode and the next or so, get that thing up and running so we can have endless rockets. But a lot of work to be done. Let's get to it, baby. Okay, so I really missed the replay mod right now, but what I'm going to try to do now, I cleared out all this area. I ended up filling up a whole shulker box and most of my inventory with leaf blocks and wood blocks and such. I mean, there was a lot of trees in this one small area. But now the next thing we got to do is kind of terraform it. I kind of want to flatten this out because we want our barn to be over on this side over here and then probably facing this way. But let's terraform it real quick. Yeah, that's better. That's much nicer. Nice and flat, kind of terraform the area just a little bit. And then I went and collected some spruce because I believe that's what we're going to use to do this build. Now I'm not going to use spruce in the way that we're using it right here, but I'm just going to show you the general layout of what I'm thinking. So let's start like maybe right here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 question mark 10 11 12 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Perfect. I think that'll fit very nice. And then we're going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to leave a 3-block gap. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to be our shape, our general size of this building. Now, this is going to be our barn. So what I ended up doing was over here, it was just like a solid rock wall. And we're going to decorate it out a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to do a path off this side of the house and maybe do a little entrance to the mine. But then it's going to come through here. I cut all this out and it's going to come right around up through here. And then we'll have our nice little farm or barn area. So this barn is going to have 8 stalls on each side. So 8 on this side, 8 on this side. And it's going to have hopefully all the 16 different colors of wool. We're going to have automatic wool farm over here. And then this will be the front of the barn. And then you'll come over here and it'll be kind of like an open area. Maybe we'll have some weed or something. Then we'll have some stalls, maybe like for horses and such. Or maybe we'll just have like some pigs and some cows and chickens. Something like that. We'll figure that out as we go. But I just want to kind of give you guys a little bit of progress update. It's been a lot of work so far, clearing this out, terraforming it, and gathering the resources. But let's keep to it. Okay, let's make some fences, a little bit more fences anyway, really quick. I'll show you a little progress that we've made here. So this is, I think, going to be our general shape of the barn. Like I said, we're going to come in from this direction over here, and we have a nice little barn, I think. I think we're going to do like a little front awning situation with a fence kind of wraps around. And then we're going to have the rest of maybe like our little stables or something. It's going to come off of this area here. Let's see, let's get some blocks in. And it'll come this way. And hopefully, next time you guys see this, it's going to have some more decoration. Look really nice. But on the inside, like I was talking about, we're going to have to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have like a Let's see, let's close that off. So we'll have our dispenser here, our sheep standing here, and then our system will run underneath the floor here, but we'll have like a little gate here. I think it'll be pretty nice. So we have to run these along. Let's see, what's one spot? Let's see, let's go take this out so we can get our sheep in. Yes. And it'll run just like so. Uh-oh, getting all willy-nilly. How many slots do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're gonna have enough? 6. Yeah, 7, and then this will be our 8th slot. So we'll have 8 on each side. That'll be total of the 16 colors. I'm not sure if we'll have 1 or 2 sheep inside of each little pen, but I think it'll be pretty nice. We have to figure out where we're going to run all of the wool that we collect and have it auto sorted into a storage system. But I think it's going to be pretty cool. I got to do some details to the roof of this thing and some details all around. But hopefully you guys liking it so far, baby. Okay, whoo, it's been a ton of work. Let's get our last sheep here. The last one we're going to need. The other one's just the next one, just in case this one dies. Because I've had a few die in this process. Huh, sheesh. Okay, we're fine. All right, follow me, friend. So yeah, I've done a ton of work on this thing. I kind of had a engineering issue with the build. So there's some things I had to cover up. You can probably hear that mine cart in the background. Got this thing up and running. Now, I just have a temporary system underneath hooked up just to make sure test this thing out, make sure it works. Can you get in there, would you? Sheesh. Give me my lead. Okay, now, next order of business. We need to dye these sucker fools. So let's just move our inventory up and make our way down the line here. So we need a red. Okay, I said a red. Okay, one more time. Sheesh. We'll grab one of each color and go down the line and dye these. Okay. So, red, orange, yellow, lime green, green, cyan, light blue, blue, purple. I grabbed 2 purple. Okay, and then we have magenta, pink. Get up there, would you? Light gray, gray, brown, black, and we don't need the white. Fantastic. So now we'll have all 16 colors. Okay, yeah, I thought that was the white. I was like, oh, are you serious? Now, we need to make a bunch of shears really quick. So let's take like half and half. Inventory is slammed. Yikes. Throw the sticks on the ground. So can I reach these? I've hooked the redstone up. Very simple. You have your dispenser on top. We're going to fill, we'll put 3 shears in each right now. I'll fill them up later. But the goal is we have the dispenser on top with observer underneath, observing this grass block. So as it changes, yes, when it grows, he'll eat. Oh, I picked him up. I didn't mean to. When it grows, the sheep will eat and will automatically get sheared, in theory, hopefully. Once that happens, I have a hopper minecart running underneath each section there, and what eventually is going to happen, we're not going to have all these hoppers leading into a chest. We have a bunch of stuff, but what we're going to have is a system where it automatically unloads and then sorts them according to their color in order. So hopefully that'll come in the near future. I'll get that probably right after we get done recording this, but let me go ahead and finish filling these up real quick. Okay, so we just finished filling up the last of the shears. I think we can go ahead and get this out of our face. And we'll check out the area here. So we're going to let this run for a minute. Seems to be working. I'll make sure that hopper minecart picks these up as it makes its way back through. Hopefully it does. Where's it at? I'm trying to tell by the way it's sounding. Okay, so this thing is shearing correctly. But we'll let it run. Now, the only thing I have left to do, and I'll probably do later off camera, is situate our food. But what I've done, you can see tons of detail been thrown into this thing. I think it's turning out pretty nice. I ended up just wrapping the fence on around. It comes right there past the door and stops. Threw some weed around, threw some hay bales just for decoration. And I got a horsey that I'm going to put in this stable right here, this stall. And we got pigs and cows. I'm going to breed these up a little bit, and we're going to do the 1-by-1 kind of like breeding, feed and breed situation where they entity cram. And that'll be how that works. It'll probably be set up back here somewhere. Or maybe another little building over here or something like that. Built this little pond, has this little water flowing down this small little waterfall flowing down into the pond. I kind of put the coarse dirt around because you see these bodies of water, and the grass never really goes all the way up to the edge. Typically, usually you have some dirt or mud, the banks of the pond or the creek or the river, whichever. So I think it turned out pretty nice. We'll let that grow up a little bit. Lots of bone meal. Did our pathway up here as well. Going to do a little bit of extra work to it once I extend our path on around and probably up the hill there, but I think it gives a nice little feel. This speed is a little bit too fast for what I'm wanting to show you, but the immersion of just walking through the path, and you see our big barn off in the distance there. Now it's going to have the aesthetic purposes, hopefully it looks nice, and it's going to have the functional purposes of our wool farm, which is going to be very beneficial for us. There it goes. Yes, work. Okay, let's check our chest down here, make sure this is working flawlessly. Yes, getting all the colors of wool. So I'll definitely have to get that auto sorting system lined up in the near future. But I think it turned out pretty nicely. So next order of business is we're going to have to, real quick, I'm not going to go into big detail about it. It is a witch farm by Voltrox. I'll have the how to build this farm in the description. And I found a witch's hut in a swamp not too long ago. Kept its coordinates written down, so I think we're going to use that one. It's not too far away. But yeah, I'm tidy up and pick up my things around this area here, and I'll meet you guys over there. Alright, we should be getting pretty close. Hey, there's underwater ruined portal. Ooh, I have to check that out sometime. But I think it's just right over here. Should be getting close. Yes, there it is. Fantastic. So here's the plan with this situation. Yeah. Flawless. Brought a bunch of sand, yes, in the shulker. Gonna kind of drain the area around this thing. We're gonna mark out the actual shape of it. I think the way that it goes is like 2 blocks below right here, 1 in the middle, and 2 blocks above right here. And then we're gonna demolish the existing hut and build our little farms. Let me make some progress on that real quick. Alright, so yeah, now we got some progress going. I ended up filling in the area with some sand and some dirt and such, and blocked out we have this block, and this corner block. These are marking the edges of the witch farm, or I guess the existing witch hut. I tore it down and we built our first layer. This is gonna be 3 layers high. So the way this is working, it's getting dark, so we gotta work quick. Is we have the blocks coming around the sides here. We have our tripwire hooks with our string connecting in between. On the back side we have the trap doors with water behind it. So anytime a witch spawns on any of the 3 layers, for that layer, once they land in the string, they'll hit the water, it'll flush them down right down into our little trap killing chamber situation, which is going to be comprised of it's going to have 24 mine carts. So anytime one witch falls into that little killing chamber, it'll entity kill them instantly, and it's almost dark. So I'm going to continue working on the next 3 layers. Once we get this thing built up, I'll bring you guys back, or maybe we'll test it out just a little bit, baby. Alright, so I guess I could probably fill this area in just a little bit, but doesn't need much more. I think we're pretty much done. I added some collection area down here so we can AFK, and we'll check that out shortly. Well, oh, I guess I'm going to check it out now? No. But the witches are going to fall. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I filled it in before I showed you. So what's going to happen, the witches are going to fall into these 24 minecarts sitting on this one little I guess rail. I don't want to bust too much and mess it up because this pickaxe is too good. But they're going to fall into these mine carts, and entity cramming is going to happen, which is going to be collecting the items with the hopper mine cart underneath, which will flow into our storage system. So hopefully it works out pretty nice. We're going to test it here in just a moment once we button this situation up. As you can see, like I was saying before, it goes 3 high. And once a witch spawns, once we close this up and it gets dark, we go up to our AFK spot. It's going to get dark inside this thing, which is going to start pouring in, baby. So all we have to do is close in the front of this thing. So we'll just run our blocks along the front here. And then once we close it up, we're going to have to go back down to the chest, which I should have did while we was there, but I'm stupid. And go up 128 blocks from this point of our chest. I guess I'm going to need some slabs. we'll fix that before we go up. Yes. Okay, I can bust these out because I'm just going to bring these all the way up and then I'll replace. So we just finished up the wall. I'm going to grab these slabs out of this shulker box real quick, and then we're going to get our Y level, and then we're going to head up to the AFK spot. See, which one is it in? Is it in the sand one? Yes. Let's grab this sand out because we may need it to pillar up. And let's go ahead and throw these slabs to finish mob spawn proofing this situation. Yes? Yes, looks good. All right, there we go. Now, let's kick on F3. Here is where we are. We're at 55, so we need to go up 128 blocks from that point, from 55. So let's do that real quick. 80, 81, 82, and 83. So this is exactly where we need to be. Let's make a little AFK platform. Maybe we'll use stone bricks, yes? Uh-oh, where'd they go? Oh, they're up here. So what we're going to do from this point is we're just going to hang out up here, AFK for a short amount of time. We're going to see what kind of rates we get. Now, I think let me double check real quick. I am the only one on the server, so our rate should be pretty good. Yes. So as I was saying, the benefits of making this witch farm over just strictly a creeper farm is not only are we going to get a lot of gunpowder, but we're going to get a lot of glowstone, a lot of redstone, glass bottles, spider eyes, just the typical things that witches drop. But the glowstone, redstone, and gunpowder is what I'm most interested in. I went ahead and lit up this little area over here in case any mobs spawn. I think we're far enough away from this area, so nothing should spawn there to discourage the rates. But we'll see how this thing goes, baby. Alright, so after roughly about 45 minutes of AFKing up here, let's see how we've done. Everything look okay? Everything safe? I'm just going to leave that sand pillar. We'll probably end up just flying up there in the future. Take this pillar down, that'll be optimal. But hopefully everything works out pretty nice. I didn't see that little patch of land over there, but you can hear the witches dying. Yeesh, a little bit loud. Alright, let's see how we've done here. Get down here, close that before we get creeper exploded. And all the way down the bottom of this situation. Yeah, there we go. So we got several stacks. Like I said, it was roughly 45 minutes. We got several stacks of gunpowder, of the redstone, glowstone, sugar, all of the items. So I think it worked out fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming today and hanging out with your boy. We got our nice little farm set up with our automatic wool farm, and now we got our witch farm up and running. So we have the ability to have tons of gunpowder. I'll get that sugarcane farm up shortly because that's going to be the other part of this situation. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it today. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell icon so every time I upload, you can come hang out with your boy. Oh, it didn't work because I was in the water. See ya.